And hello to all my Virgo friends. I would like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and I'm going to be doing your free psychic tarot reading for June of 2021. Today we're going to be looking at a Celtic cross spread. That is what they have dialed up. It is a large spread. It's a lot of information, not bound by any one specific subject. So we could be bouncing all over the place, or they could make it all about one thing. Until I pull the cards, I don't know. Now, the cards are already shuffled. They're ready to go. I do that to save time. And what I'm going to do right now is bring you in here so you can watch. There we go. So what I'm doing right now are my ritual cuts. Basically cuts the deck into 3 pieces and puts them back together in a separate order. And that satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. I like to do it live on camera, so everything is legit. And it's the same exact way as if you were getting a private reading from me. So I'm seeing the cards for the first time you are. And let's see what we have for your Celtic cross. I'm going to have to make some room here because these cards are large. We all in the frame here, hopefully? I think so. I think that should be good. Now I have to run up the side. This is a little bent corner here, but that's just to get him in the view. Seven, 8, 9, 10, going up the side. Okay. So that's what we're looking at there. Let's see if I need any of these. We have one here. We have one here. The first one's seen. Okay. That one's good. Good, good. This one needs one. And this one needs one. Oh, we have a lot to talk about, Virgo. We have a lot to talk about, Virgo. What did you do? Just kidding. But not really. We do have a lot to talk about. Okay, I think that's all in the view. I'm going to go back to the wide angle. And there we go. All right. Let's get started. There's a lot to talk about. I can see why, I usually offer doing an extra, I call it a little extra add-in to the free readings, something like an animal totem or like an angel card. They have specified that I'm just doing this spread alone with nothing else. They want to focus on this one spread, and now I can see why, because it is a lot. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Number 1. Your current situation right now is extremely impatient. It's requiring you to be patient. Not necessarily the funnest moment in time, but it's saying that you are safe. It's saying you are protected. You're guarded. Your family is safe. The core things are taken care of. So really, it's just an emotional thing, where you're impatient toward whatever the situation is, whatever's on your mind, whatever the circumstance is that you're dealing with right now. For some of you, it's dealing with a younger person. For some of you, this is a message of love, which basically means that you have news that affects your love or family. Family also ties into love. So a message comes in. It looks positive to me. This thing's taking pictures. There we go. It looks relatively positive, but at the same time, it's what crosses you. So for a lot of you, this is going to be a child, a younger person that is just, they're going through something, or you're going through something with them or for them in the situation. It's a family dispute is what it feels like the most, but it's some kind of a turbulent situation with the family home life. Some of you may be struggling in different financial or job aspects, but it's saying that that there is a family message or a love message that comes in the month of June, or has already come in for some of you. I feel like this is like an early month thing. And it feels very positive. I don't know what it is specifically. It doesn't give me those kind of details in that card. It's going to be different for everybody. You know, this is a general reading, and there are a lot of you Virgos out there. If you want information specific to you, you need a private reading for that, and I do offer those on my website, scottsagent.com. And also, you know, I have a video that I'll put in the description that tells you and teaches you how to pick out parts of a general reading to most benefit your own life, and to pick out the pieces of the puzzle, and you can put them into your own puzzle. So I will put that in the description as well. Okay, so we move on. The past position card is showing that a huge purchase has been made. Usually it's for most of you, this is going to be a luxury purchase of some sort. It could be a house, it could be a car, a new big screen TV, or new furniture, something like that. It's usually a large purchase of some sort that has come in the past position. So it's telling me that a lot of you have just made that large purchase recently. You know, within the last month or so, I would guess, for most of you, some longer, depending on the attachment. But it's going to affect where you go, and that's why it's coming up in the past position. Of course, we can't change it or do it different, so I don't really spend a whole lot of time on the past position, except to just connect the dots, really, and to build a bridge to the future. Now, our future is saying that you really have two different paths that are trying to manifest in your life right now. There's two different courses of action. And a lot of this is not a physical path, it's more of a mental one. It's kind of like you in your own head. You have to make these mental decisions between this road and this road. And they're saying to just make sure you don't get stuck on the dark side of your thoughts. A lot of you have an ability it's telling me that a lot of you have the ability to kind of play victim, or to let your brain play tricks on you, anxiety, stress, these kind of things. Just make sure that you kind of don't get stuck into those things. It's okay to feel it and to, chew on it, but don't swallow it. You know, make sure that you push these things back into the positive realm, which is the light side. You don't have to hide behind anybody. Also comes up. You're not alone. A lot of you feel very alone. There's always somebody there. Even if it doesn't feel like there's somebody there, this card in this position is telling me that there is somebody with you, helping you and guiding you down this road, whether it's a guardian angel, whether it's a deceased loved one, etc. But you're never alone is the message. Okay, so when we move to the above position, this is saying something that you're already aware of. It's saying that you're aware of your weaknesses. And overall, that's a good thing. It's good to know what your weaknesses are so that you can work on turning them into strengths. Along the weakness, it's bringing up children. It's saying that a lot of you Virgos have a real knack and a real ability to just be really good with children. A lot of you are teachers. Whether you do it by profession or not, a lot of you are just natural teachers. It's saying you're well aware of that, so all good things that I like to see. Now, when we move into the bottom position, that's talking about something you're not aware of. So this is kind of more important or more of a priority. They're saying to beware of a bad purchase or a bad credit, bad debt, bad money move. It's the advice that I would probably give, since that's coming up and we're reading for June, is to almost cut off what you're spending in June. Hang on to the money so that you don't make a bad decision. There's going to be some of you that would otherwise make investments that are going to fall through or lose money or not pan out. It's just not a good time to spend right now in June. The timing is not there. That's the message, and that's the advice. Okay, so as we move into more advice, they're saying that despite all that crazy that's going on, they're saying that you have a super good golden energy, harmonious energy of relationships. So it doesn't matter who it's with. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or single. It says that you have good relationship harmony, like in the greatest way possible. It's the Sun card. It's golden, overflowing energy everywhere. It's a wonderful thing to see. It's an interesting thing to fall into the advice slot because it's so positive. It's like, what kind of advice do you give when something is just so overwhelmingly good? And the only thing that I can really think of to talk about is to just focus on what's good, so that when you get into the stuff that's not good, you can just go back to, okay, well, I have a great family. I have great relationships and great friends, and I have great people that care about me and would do anything for me. All these kind of things make dealing with all the other stuff seem trivial when you really get down to what's important. So that's what I have for that position. External influence. This a lot of times is your environment and what's around you. It's coming through as a blocked new enterprise, new business. It's an interesting thing to be talking about your environment. A lot of you are probably at work a lot. At least for the Virgos that work a lot, that's what we're talking about here. It's coming in blocked, so it's saying it could be blocked for a multitude of different reasons, and it's going to be different for everybody. But overall, it's not a bad thing. It's saying what's coming in actually is that a lot of you are planning some kind of renovations to either your home or business. Renovations come up. Or just new business in general, or a new business idea, new enterprise idea. But it's coming in blocked, so the energy is jaded. It's not fully flowing. The timing may just not be June. It may be on the horizon more, or it may just need more effort and more work. Just something to keep in mind. Now, hopes and fears is an interesting one. For a lot of you, you're worried about something, a legal matter, something that has to do with documentation or the courts or the justice system. That's coming up. A lot of you are worried about that. It's saying that really rely on your counsel or the people that are guiding you. Very important thing for those people. For other people, it's talking about hopes and fears for karmic attachment. So this is more of a subconscious thing. This is more of like you're dealing with a lot of things in life that are not yours. You're dealing with a lot of other people's problems and stuff like that, but it's still kind of propagating into your life for lessons, even though they're not specifically yours. So it's almost like you're helping other people, going back to the teacher thing again, you're helping other people learn their lessons or make their lessons easier to deal with type thing. So it's very much that teacher, counselor type energy and vibe. So continue to do that. That's a very good thing to see. Be that shoulder to lean on for other people. That's saying that will just pay huge dividends for you moving forward. Okay, so now we're going to conclude with the final outcome card. The Three of Wands. The final outcome is that you are at the edge of a chapter in your book of life. You're at it. You're ready for the next chapter. What is that next chapter? A lot of you already know, some of you don't. So it's saying for June, you really have to work on that if you're not sure what it is. if you know what it is, if you're a Virgo who has clear direction onto what chapter of life you're moving into next, that's a wonderful thing, because then you can just do it. Just go at it, pull the trigger on it, go do it. For the rest of you, I have to let you know that you're at that chapter so that you can start writing the next one. And the good news is that you can write it however you like. You just need to start putting it out there into the universe and manifesting that. So that gets me into the moon cycles, because the perfect time to manifest is under the energy of the new moon. The new moon comes in June on the 10th. So the early to mid-month is the perfect time for you to manifest and bring things into your life that you want to bring in. And with you creating that next chapter, it's very important that you do that and keep your thoughts clear as to what you want that chapter to be, because you are literally going to write it. Now, the opposite energy of that is the full moon. The full moon comes in on June the 24th. That is all about getting rid of stuff you don't want anymore, sending it back out, such as the very beginning, the impatience that you're feeling. Send out that stress back to the universe. That comes up at the 24th, so the end of the month. Anything that would be beneficial in your life to get out and get out of there, remove, send it off, plan on doing that toward the end of the month, would be using the cosmic lunar energy to your benefit the most. You don't, of course, have to do it on the 24th. Anytime toward the end of the month would be just fine. Something to keep in mind. They're all just windows of opportunity is what I call them. It's kind of the best catch-all phrase, because it's not finite. It's not like you have to do this day or else. It's just a flow of energy, and taking advantage when the flow is good for what you're trying to do. So we have been through the moon cycles. We have been through the entire Celtic cross. We have reached our peak. So let me just real quick tell you about the email. Right now, since this is a general reading, and we have a lot of Virgo energy partaking in this, a private reading is sometimes better, because, well, it's always better, because that removes and it deduces all the energy down to just you. I offer those on my website. But what I'm also doing right now with the launch of the website is I'm offering a free My Month. I call it a My Month. It's the month of June specific to you. It may be messages that we talked about and covered here. It may be messages completely different. But it's absolutely free when you sign up in the month of June. It's your email. It's your first name, your first initial of your last name, and your date of birth, and that's it. I only send one email a month. It's an absolute no-brainer. And once you do that, I'm going to email you back within a day or two, your My Month. And that's going to be, short, it's just a couple cards, but it's usually extremely accurate because it's just about you. So absolutely take advantage of that. And, with June, summer is here. It's going to get hot out there. And we also have Father's Day. So get out there and have some fun in June. Happy Father's Day to the fathers out there. My name is Scott Sagent from scottsagent.com, and I will talk to you in July.